Peace, family. It's your boy Fonzie from BadOnline.com. If you join us on YouTube, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell to be updated on new drops and content. So we definitely want to say salute to the hip hop family, and we joined once again by a hip hop legend, Freedom Unique, the concert Short Circuit. What's good with you, sir?
What's going on, man? Peace. How you? What's going on? You hear me?
Yeah, peace, man. Yeah, I'm doing good. We can hear. I can hear. I can hear.
Yeah, it must be. It's a delay. It's a delay.
Yeah,
That's
I'm
what
good,
it gotta
man.
be.
Yeah, it's yeah. It seems like there's a little slight delay.
Yeah, it's a delay. What can you do about that?
I mean, you could maybe try sign out and sign back in.
How to do that?
You'd have to sign out and hit that link again. Um, Let me check you out this room, and then you can sign back in, and then you'd have to hit the link and come back in again, and then it might take you out that time. Sometimes there's a few difficulties.
Okay, can you
Apologies
hear
for
me right?
listeners and viewers at the minute. Bear with us.
Am I coming
Yeah.
through right now? Are we on
Yeah,
time
you
right
coming
now?
through?
Yeah, I'm saying, are we on
Yeah, this
time
on
or is
time.
still a delay? You hear
Yeah,
me
no,
right
I hear you
now?
good.
Yeah, it's delaying.
Yep.
It's got a delay. All right, so I gotta come back in.
Okay. But yeah.
All right.
Yeah. So we'll get that straight. Yeah. So family, we're looking at hip hop elements, hip hop news weekly, discussing some of the hot topics. We recently discussed the verses, which was definitely a dope battle. We want to say shouts out to the whole verses family. This week we're going to be looking at Royce the 5'9" and some comments that he made towards 50 Cent on his Instagram. So we're going to check that out. And we got Freedom Unique joining us in the conversation. Yeah, you back, sir?
Yes, sir. Are you hear me?
Yeah, loud and clear.
Okay. Yeah, man, what's really good?
Yeah, so how things out there on the East, man? I was just giving a bit of an introduction, saying, we've been enjoying a lot of the hip hop elements recently from the versus battles and stuff, and some of the stations that's been happening out there. And recently, Royce the 5'9", who's also a hip hop voice in his own right, had extended some conversation and some thoughts out there. So we kind of want to look at that and discuss some of that and get some of your thoughts on that too.
I'm with it. I'll be paying attention,
So we're gonna check this clip out, and this was posted. This was 5 days ago on Royce's Instagram, and it says it's a message to two of our goats, respectfully, 50 Cent and Lupe Fiasco. So we're gonna check this out.
What's up, y'all? I just finished taking out the garbage. I had some stuff on my mind that I wanted to kind of get off. Put this in the brain. I was thinking about the effect that hip hop has had on the world and how we pretty much took over the world. And I was talking to somebody last, a very wise person. They told me that you treat people how to treat you. So I'm not so sure that we always conscious of the message that we send and the signals that we send to the rest of the world, who for the most part mimics us, and they follow everything that we do and copy everything that we say. So the first message, because I got two messages. The first message, get your muffler fixed. The first message to my 50 kings. If I'm a young person coming from another genre or come from another walk of life, and I'm following the way things are now, I would think that Madonna is worthy of an apology, but Lil' Kim is not. That ain't the message we want to send, is it? Nah, that ain't the message we want to send. Second message is to Lupe Fiasco. I know that you, Virgil, real tight. R.I.P. to the brother Virgil. And I know that me and Lupe had some rap disagreements recently. I just want to say that no rap disagreement should ever supersede and brotherhood. When I say brotherhood, I don't mean friendship, because that's not the same. Friendship is not necessary. Brotherhood is. So I just want you to know, Lou, that my wisdom and my thoughts are with you in your time of grief. And if you need anything on this side, you know the number. Love and respect to all y'all. Peace.
Yeah, so now
Fuck
we see Rest of
out of here.
5'9", you know, letting his thoughts on a few topics, namely
Fuck
50
out
Cent.
of here.
In,
Fuck out of here. Fuck out of here. Fuck out of here. Pardon me, man. This dude, man, he get under my skin, son. Yo, what's up with this cat, man?
I
What's
mean,
up with your boy,
why
man?
you say that? What you feel?
Yo, get your man, son. Yo, what the
You
fuck
think he
is
not
up with your boy?
vindicated? In
Yo,
I
man, the
think he
boy.
was putting out some. I think he put out a few points like about people mimicking different parts of the culture and stuff, and I think he was kind of
Hold
speaking on
up.
some stuff.
Yo,
But in regards to the 50
yo,
Cent,
yo, Fonzie, please, man, please. Let me give you my spill, please, man. All due respect, man.
okay, go
Please let me give you my spill because I'll forget really quick. First of all, son need a baseball hat on. Just like he said, homeboy need a muffler. He need a baseball hat on. You know why he need a hat? Because it's all cat. It's all cat. It gotta be. It's gotta be. I'll be examining homeboy for a second or two or 3 or 4 or 5 seconds, examining this dude and what he be saying and how he be moving for a few reasons. For one reason, I didn't hear about this cat until I was in the Source magazine, page 117 on the with the Wu-Tang on the cover, and Royce the 5'9" had the on the page. It was Royce for the 5'9". Beside him was 50 Cent. Under 50 Cent was D12. Under D12 was me, and on the under Royce was this dude called Planet Asia. I heard Planet Asia is dope. I've been trying to check him out. I think his wave ain't my wave or something like that. No disrespect to him at all. I just heard he was dope for real. I tried to listen to him one day, and I think you know the the vibe wasn't my vibe or something like that, and I just let it be. I didn't call him whack or nothing like that. It's just as far as what I know, I gotta look him back up or whatever. But we was in the Source magazine together, and I didn't know who he was, and the internet wasn't out like that. So I didn't really know how to, check this cat out. And besides, at that time, 50 Cent was about to go crazy. And but we was all on the same page together in the Source magazine. It's the first time I ever heard about this cat. Then the next thing I heard was him beefing with D12. And I still was like, damn, where's the music? Where's this nigga's body of work or whatever? And so later on in life, I heard him. And when I heard him, it was the same feeling I get with other rappers. Like, okay, there ain't no threat when I heard him. And then I began later, I heard him with Eminem on I think the Good Meets Ugly or Ugly as Hell or some shit. What's that called? Do you
yeah,
remember?
bad meets evil. Yeah,
Okay,
Bad
Bad
Meets
Meets
Evil. I
Evil.
remember seeing that cover. The funny thing is, I remember seeing Rest of 5'9" on some covers and thinking he looked a bit like Mr. Servan. Slightly off topic, but just on those on some of those pictures.
Okay. Yeah. So I heard him on Bad Meets Evil, and I was like, okay, he holding his weight. You know what I mean? But he not wilding like he's holding his weight with Slim, which is a great artist, great rapper, but he's not wilding on like he should be. Like as yo, man, he should have been wilding on the tracks, man, and he didn't wild out. He stayed not to get killed instead of killing. That's what he did. So boom, I gave us I saw that as okay. Yeah, a little admiration, no disrespect, cool. And I'm just, I'm trying to check up on him as much as I can, which my attention span for these kind of rappers is not good. So when I say as much as I can, I might give him 2 minutes out of a year or something to try to see, you know, where he going. I'm always looking for the threat. That's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for the motherfucker that'll fuck me up bad. I'm looking for him because it's just like what don't kill you make you stronger. And you know me, I want to know how strong I am. That's why I tell you about the car accident, the pain I'm in. I still be getting through that shit. You know what I mean? I want to get fucked up because I ain't been fucked up yet. You know what I mean? I want the whole shebang. I want to get up from them scars. I want to, you know, and see what happens. I want to see if a nigga like 50 Cent, song wise, vibe wise, took Ja Rule out. Took him out. Can you hear me? Yo.
Yeah, no, I can. Yeah, I can hear you. I'm just queuing this up, bro.
Okay. But anyway, 50 Cent.
You say you feel 50 Cent took Jar out.
Took Ja Rule out. You know, with the vibe and with the songs, he took him out. You know what I'm saying? Did Ja Rule get better afterwards? No. So I want to be in a kind of fight like that with my pen against the next man's pen. Because 50 had a whole vibe and shit against Ja Rule. It wasn't just his pen, even though his pen wiped him out too. But it just wasn't his pen. You know what I mean? His vibe for the streets at that time was too much. So I checked Royce the 5'9" because we was on the same page. He was at the top of the page. I was at the bottom of the page. And I want to know, you know, I want him to be a threat. Because if he's a threat, I'm going to do one of the two things. I'm gonna say it to him respectfully, or I forgot the other thing. But
I mean, what do you feel about his voice in hip hop and like the statements that he made in that clip, especially in regards to 50 Cent apologizing to Madonna, but not Lil Kim?
Cat, man, because
he reaching.
Of course, how he gonna be a real nigga, right? How he gonna be a real nigga, and he making widespread remarks? When I say widespread, I mean he don't know the relationship that Madonna and 50 have, right? For 50 to apologize, he don't know what happened behind closed doors between Little Kim and 50 Cent for him to say that 50 should apologize. How the fuck you gonna tell another man what he's supposed to do with another person? How? You don't know what's going the inside. So how could you do that and call yourself a real nigga? A real nigga is just a real man. One that listens, learn, respects, and observe. If you observe and you listen, learn, and respecting, then you know in order for you to say what another man should do, you gotta walk in his what? What you gotta walk in to know that? His shoes.
You gotta walk in their shoes, man.
Yeah, you gotta put yourself in his shoes for a minute. Or you can't, he's judgmental. Did you notice as soon as the thing came on, he said something that sounded intelligent, and then he was judgmental off the rip. He said, "You need to get your muffler fixed," because someone drove by him and their muffler was out of whack or something like that. He said, "Get it fixed." Now, what if that person driving that car has 3 kids at the house and works 2 double shifts every day, and all his money go to them children eating and getting clothing for going to school and books and shit like that, and phones and laptops and iPads? What if that's that man's story? Why would you say get it fixed, motherfucker? Normally, what he should have said was, "Damn, that shit loud." But what you mean get it fixed? What if he ain't got the bread to get it fixed? So right there for me, and I'm stupid, right there for me, it says you judgmental. And they said Jesus said one time, whoever cast the first stone or something like that. You know what I mean? So like, dude, Homeboy just judging. He just judgmental, man. That's what people be saying. I don't want to be judged. That's the judging they be talking about. That type of shit. Because homeboy, he don't know. He don't know if the guy with the car is going through some financial difficulties. He might not have money to fix his damn car, but he got money to take care of them babies or something. Who knows? And to fix that, how you gonna tell that man what he should do publicly? You ain't on his level anyway.
Yeah, I think he was trying to make. Do you think he was trying to make a political or a conscious inference? Because it sounded to me like he was not race baiting, but making an issue about race at the same time. Because he spoke about saying, you know, we create a lot of stuff that people mimic, and they treat you based on how you sort of present yourself, and if we present ourselves to be one kind of way. It seemed like he was, you know, speaking in between the lines in that regard and saying, well, you know, there's that aspect. And then he went on to say, well, you know, 50 Cent apologizing to Madonna, but not Lil Kim, portrays a different type of narrative to suggest that, you know, he should apologize to Madonna, for instance, for the comments that he made on social media. But why would he not do the same to Lil Kim? Do you think he's reaching in a race or racial political aspect without getting too in depth?
No, I think number one, I think he heard them diss songs I did at him on my Instagram channel or YouTube, wherever I put them shits. I think he listening to it because who the one always talking about mimicking? People mimicking us.
Yeah, you said that a lot. I did actually. Exactly. I actually fought you when he said that. To be honest.
Yeah, I'm telling you. And then he said something before that. The mimicking. I can't remember, but he said something. But to me, the first thing that came to my mind was that nigga listening to them diss joints. You know what I'm saying? Because he wasn't. I never heard him speak like that. You know what I mean? And he's the one sitting next to a white man, you know what I'm saying? That's doing, you know, but Eminem is doing that for the culture. I don't even want to bring him in this shit. You know what I mean? But I think he's just reaching and Royce don't get it, son. He one of them niggas that don't get it. I think he got it. And of course he don't know what to do with it. Like I got it and there's nothing I can do about it. You know, he's in a position where he could really, if he's who he say he is, he's the top rapper. I'm not in that position. Nobody gives a fuck, you know what I'm saying, when it comes to me. And I ain't got no problem with that because it's something I have to get out. My music, it's got to come out. So it ain't even about it's about the people or it's to the people, but it's not about the people. You know what I mean? But he's in a position, so I got it, but don't got it. I got it where I love it. I love to, you know, do it, but I don't got it with the people attracting to whatever I do. I can't make that decision for them. But I'm cool with that because this shit that's in me has to come the fuck out. Pause. It got to come the fuck up out of here. And that's why you hear songs from me and shit like that. So that goes back to saying genuineness. That's the genuineness in me that I can't even hide. It's genuine. Someone will be like, man, this nigga front. No, look on my pages. You'll look on my page. You'll see a video that got 15 views on that bitch. But that video took me 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 hours to do. Why am I doing that for fucking 15 views? Because I have to. I have to. That's how my walk is. That's how being in my shoes is. That music hits me, it got to come out. It got to go from knowledge to born, and it got to be brought into existence. It's got to come out. With him, he's in a position to be considered whatever rank the world wants to consider him in music. But we don't talk about this nigga because like I said in one of them songs, I said writing bars that lack action. That's what he does. He's like he could rap. He could rap his ass off. Like he could rap and his ass would just fall off. Pause. He could rap that good. But
and I'm with you. You think he just like a good rapper?
Yeah, a good rapper that spit bad. God damn. A good rapper that spit bad. That's who he is, son. And I said some shit like that to him. You know what I mean? So he don't even it's so bad, man. Like motherfuckers don't even know they front when they fronting, son. That's what self-centered or some shit. I don't fucking know, man. I don't know what that shit is called. I would love to learn it because I don't want no parts of that shit. I don't want it. I don't want it myself. So whatever that is, I don't want it myself.
But I mean, prior to this, like you aforementioned it, you released a couple of freestyles, which sort of took aim at Rest of 5'9" in a local way. So we gotta check one of those out and stuff as well. So I believe we got one up on the screen right now called The Vax. I mean, what can you tell us about this one?
The Vax is because this is the time of COVID and poisons and vaccinations for poison. This was one of my fucking booster shots for this fucker. To keep people vaccinated from this motherfucker. From me telling him who he is. Noticing the poison and then telling him, yo, I know you poison, I know you this, that, and the third, and this is the vaccination for that. Him hearing it or it being put in words. It's a lyrical vaccination for epidemic, a pandemic of these suckers, man.
And the comment says, the Vax. You made your bed, now sleep. I started this purge on verse to 5'9", seeing the BS boy was out. No backstory. Face me, rap boy, please. So let's check out some of this.
Say, yo, you want to dance? Let's dance. What the fuck I got to lose right now? I fucking lost it. It was me that had the call for the fucking purge. I was the first nigga to warn y'all this Royce nigga was fraud, and so now look at the Gardens taking up off him. Casa is the nigga that disses niggas so often. All you niggas late trying to put this nigga in coffins. Mickey Facts and Lupe diss joints was okay, but yo, shit direct was wordplay stingrays.
Okay, so you got quite a few little lines in there, speaking about the diss tracks with Lupe and stuff, and
Mickey Facts that he didn't. Yeah, because this guy's crazy. They got at him. They got into a situation. He fired off the first shot, I believe. I could be wrong on that. Whatever the case is, the second shot or whatever, he fired off. And when he fired off, it wasn't all that bad. Like I said, the boy can rap. It wasn't all that bad. But then the other homeboy got at him, and this is what people would say, oh, you was wiped out. And he just shut up. He didn't do the hip hop thing. He didn't fucking come back. So that's what I'm trying to tell you, man. This kid is like 80% what it's supposed to be, man, or 70 or 60, some shit like that. I don't want to 50 the boy. But he supposed to have got at Mickey Facts because Mickey Facts did a project against him. And he put everything into it. Like you haven't heard about Mickey Facts since. He did that. And this is unfortunate that the rap game is built like that. But he didn't. Royce the 5'9" heard what Mickey Facts did and was talking about fighting afterwards. Yeah, nigga, because you let this nigga son you. You don't nobody. We don't listen, man. Like a real boxer is why Muhammad Ali is so great. Because when you fall, what you supposed to do? Get your ass back up.
Yeah, you gotta get back up.
You gotta get back up. So if Mickey Facts
me down 7 times, I gotta get back up 8, man.
Mm-hmm. But see, that's men shit. That's how men do it. You're gonna have to kill me. That's the whole thing. You're gonna have to kill me. That's why I told you, I want to meet the motherfucker that could shut me up. Why wouldn't I? Why wouldn't I want to get with it? I want a lyrical monster so I could say, yo, yeah, you crazy with it, kid. I want niggas to stomp me out, son. Make me shut up. And that's if you think about it, say you in your neighborhood, you come out and a bunch of boys surround you and the first one say, yeah, motherfucker, I'm gonna shut you up. Or you better shut up or something like that. The first thing you gonna say if you a real one is like, make me. And we literally mean that shit. Make me shut up. You know what I'm saying? Make me do that. Yeah, you better take off that hat. Make me take off the hat. You know what I'm saying? So the boy Mickey Fax, he didn't come back after that. That doesn't show to me true hip hop. That don't show that to me because it don't stop. It don't stop. And I might be the writer of the book of that because I haven't stopped. But nobody don't say nothing back to me ever, never. And I remember Snoop Dogg said that shit. He said nobody gets at him. I got at Snoop Dogg. I that's one of the things I regret in my career I wish I didn't have to do. But I got at him, and so I don't want to sit here and say nobody gets at me, and then somebody get at me. I hope they do, and I hope they shut me up. Cause if they shut me up, they got to be a bad motherfucker, and they got to be, I don't know what they got to be because I haven't went through it, but obviously authentic, like I feel I am. You know what I'm saying? So Royce is just not that, man. He reaching, kid. His whole shit is reaching. This is what you call a cap rapper. I'm not even giving him rapper no more. He just capping. And the sad part is, homeboy might not even realize that. It might have been his whole life. Like, I saw him lose a battle on stage against a nigga from the West. I can't remember his name. Do you know who I'm talking about?
Was it Daylight?
Nah. It's not Traded Truth. It's damn, I can't remember his name. But he battled this cat, man, at the Source. He battled him on a Source stage for some reason. It was at the Source, and Royce the 5'9" was spitting his writtens, and Homeboy was freestyling and busting his ass. Pause. And Royce didn't even realize it, so he kept. It's just the same thing that happened with me and Busta Rhymes. Same shit. Me and Busta Rhymes had 3 rounds apiece. The first round, he started it off. When he said what he said, I had been rhyming for about 9 years at the time. When he said his rhyme, I looked at my man, Wise Rule, and was like laughing, like I'm about to kill this nigga. So I dropped, bang, and it was murder. Busta went for the next joint. He did his next joint. I looked at my man again like, is this dude serious? Killed him again. Third time, same thing. Royce, but what I'm trying to say is Busta didn't feel like he was getting murdered. And Royce doesn't either. Royce don't feel like he be getting, he don't know. He don't know is what I guess what I'm trying to say. He don't know that he's reaching. So he, I don't know how to look at that, man. I don't know how to view that because you're supposed to see everything. So when you get your ass whooped, you're supposed to know. Therefore, you could defend in a knowledgeable way, or stop defending so you don't get fucked up no more. And he gonna keep doing this shit, and you gonna get at me about him, and I'm gonna get at you about this nigga. Like he's a cap rapper, man. Judgmental cap rapper who don't even he don't see his reflection in the mirror. He's a vampire or some shit. He don't see it. He don't see when he get murdered. He don't see.
He certainly seems to kind of pick and choose his moments and topics to address the stand out and stuff. I know he was vocal with a bunch of others during the pandemic with the Uproar and DJ Vlad, but yeah, he kind of he pop out with some statements sometimes. So
right.
But then, as you said, you do wonder sometimes because he's still affiliated with different people and stuff as well too. So you don't know what aspects he coming from.
Man, something. Something just ain't right. That's all it is, man. And it's probably I would have to sit down with him and have a conversation because I don't get it. I don't get it. And I'm willing to, willing to do that. You know what I mean? That's why I even came at him anyway in the bars. I'm willing to get at this boy and hear his reaction, whether we rhyming against each other or whether we sitting down and conversating like two gentlemen. Whichever way, I would love to understand any man I have a slight problem with, just a slight problem. I would like to talk. I would like to, understand. I want to see. Not only do I want to get stomped out and rhyming and shit, I want to get stomped out with any ideal or idea I have that could be incorrect. I want to go through that. I want to, it's like when I'm talking to one of my niggas and I'm like, yo, son, you wilding, you doing this, you doing, yo, I want to be wrong. The problem is I'm rarely wrong with the shit so far. I want to be wrong. I want Royce to I want him to write bars that have action. He write bars that lack action, but to him it's action. And that's why I said on one of the joints, I said, if he the streets, I'm the EBT of the projects. I'm the rocks and the cracks on the streets of the projects. If he the streets, that's what I said. If he the streets, I'm the rocks that's in the cracks of the street in the projects. The little ass rocks and pebbles and shit. If he's the street, that's who I am then. I said that I was the block of cheese that's hard to digest from the 70s. If he's the streets, then that's what I am. Because he lack action, man. He lack action in his bars. And that's kind of like...
I mean, what?
Go ahead, dog.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, what happened to Slaughterhouse and those guys? Are they still together in that?
I mean, again, I don't know what these people do. I don't know. I know it was a good idea. I know they had some spitters on there coming together like that. I guess that was their, thing of Wu-Tang or something like that. And, I think they worked really hard together. Crooked Eye is a sick motherfucker, man. He's sick lyrically. I haven't even put my hand on what's his problem. Crooked is sick, son. I think his problem is that he good.
I remember I first heard him before he signed with Death Row. At the second incarnation of Death Row, and Suge kind of put him out, but he was doing some underground stuff, and I was like, this boy tight, man. With the lyricism. Yeah. There's an old freestyle I think he did on the Wake Up Show with him and Chino XL and stuff as well, and I mean they both displayed like some heavy lyricism.
Yeah, man. He I think, and I hope I'm wrong about this too. I think he just good, and I think when you good like that, people just disregard you. Oh, he can rap his ass off nets. I think people are like that, man, and that's why Eminem is so heavily praised.
Yeah, number one, an element of that sometimes.
Yeah, that's crazy, son. That's crazy. I wonder what my element is. Like what they, you know what I mean? Where do I come at? You know what I mean? I don't even know. Because nobody says nothing. I don't get the people saying, yo, you're trash, you're old, you need to drop the mic. I don't get people saying, yo, you hot to death. I get silence, kid. With all the people that Twitter fingers and all this shit, I get silence. So again, it shows and proves that I do this from the heart. You know what I mean? This is straight love for hip hop that I do what I do for. It ain't for no money, it ain't for no fame, it ain't for no what they call that other word they start using. Clout. It ain't for clout chasing. It ain't for none of that shit. When you hear my voice, I want you to hear love, respect, honor, and a protection that's fierce. Like the moles say, fierce. I'm protecting this shit fiercely. So if I hear anything from anybody, you know what I mean, I'm gonna be on some shit about that, man, because I seen this shit getting built in front of my eyes. Motherfuckers wasn't here, man. They wasn't here to watch that shit go down, man. They don't know about them park jams and plugging a fucking extension cord into a fucking light pole, nigga. Climbing that shit. They don't know nothing about this shit, how it really kicked off. They don't know about how the chains and shit start being worn the way they being worn today. They wasn't there to watch all that shit. I was. And all that, I mean, everything from the bottom of a sneaker to the top of a fucking hat. I'm serious about when it comes to this game because I was around it when it was getting built and I seen the players and I was around the players and I caught them vibes and I looked into people's eyes as I walked through the crowds and shit as a little nigga. I watched that shit. I watched the people rolling up fucking joints and bobbing their head and trying to, you know, looking in their face and seeing them being excited about what they was hearing themselves. Like, oh shit, that's the little kid I was. I'm looking at niggas' faces and see their reaction to the music and shit that's going on. And you got a nigga standing there rolling up some weed, talking to some chicks, but he listening to the music, but he like really excited, like while he rolling his shit and licking his clothes, he looking like, oh shit, yo, the homeboy is killing this beat, or that beat is hot or something. I'm watching all that type of shit. So I'm gonna be protective, I would think, like I am when it comes to this hip hop, to this music. And I'm anybody that come against it or say
that's
something.
Understandable.
Thank you. I'm glad you understand because it's hard for me to try to put it into words. It really is, you know what I mean? Because it like I said, it's love. And love is the highest elevation of understanding. And when you're
I
trying to
think even
break
with
down
social media nowadays,
Go
yeah, I was just
ahead.
saying, I think with social media nowadays, it creates a good avenue and platform. Social media it does where people can use their voice in that sort of way, whether it be ourselves or even as we see with Royce the 5'9" and others, where people can use their voice in a way to let people know what their thoughts are on particular topics and stuff, especially when it comes to hip hop and stuff. Because I think anything that encourages some conversation is good as long as it's positive and it's conversation that people can learn from and stuff. I think it's good sometimes to ask questions that evoke people to look into other answers or look within themselves and stuff as well. So I kind of like when people do ask questions, even though I know what you're saying with Royce reaching and stuff. I think there's an aspect of him asking a certain question, which then maybe raises other questions and stuff in society. Sometimes can be good and stuff, but
No, not with him. Not with him.
I mean, he kind of got a big voice online at the minute to some aspect. I mean, I don't really, say I follow him like his fans and stuff like that, but I follow him with social media and
Yo,
stuff like
son,
that. And
he said, "Come on, man, you can't do that, son. That's a violation that if I was 50 Cent, I'd look like this stupid nigga and not even say nothing. That's what kind of violation it is. If I was 50 Cent, I would hear, yo, Royce said this. And I hear what he said. Now I would just look at the air when you read the words he's saying and be like, man, what this stupid ass thing, man. Turn that shit off. Yeah, anyway, man, what about them sneakers? How about them Lions? How about them Giants? How about them Yankees or some shit like that? That's what I would do if I was 50 Cent to that comment, because it's not a comment. You reaching, kid. Bottom line, you cannot judge a book by its cover. You don't know the relationship actually of Little Kim and 50 Cent for him to say apologize for what? That bitch could take it. She know hip hop. Now he might look at Madonna and say, "Oh man, sensitive white girl that felt we was cool. We all cool. I'm just speaking my mind." She don't understand that shit. She's a singer or something like that. She don't get it. So I apologize. Just because she really probably don't get it. But Little Kim understands completely. Little Kim ain't no punk. Little Kim did a bid for her niggas and shut her fucking mouth. That's G. You know what I mean? I still got mad love for Kim, man. Mad respect for Kim, man. It's not even a question about Lil Kim having proper respect. So I don't, Lil Kim, if any out of the two, out of Madonna and Lil Kim, I would expect more of Little Kim to be able to take it and shoot back violently than Madonna. I would expect Madonna to, say, well, what she said. I thought we was cool, blah blah blah, but you know what? You never gonna grow this old and look this good. Madonna is my bitch too. Don't get it twisted. That's my bitch. Like I fuck with her heavy from back in the days. But she probably, she gonna look at it a little slightly different than Little Kim would look at it. And for Royce the 5'9" to think that he don't really know that if he's reaching, kid, come on, man, you don't know. You don't know what's behind closed doors. You mind your business.
Put a different
That's what it is.
Perspective on it.
They go to bottom line for that. He should have minded his business. That shouldn't even came out of his fucking mouth. Like that's such a big thing or some shit. Pardon the noise, man. These stupid ass niggas doing the yard and shit. These motherfuckers, man.
Yeah, I think sometimes it's a matter of perspective. But with that being said, listeners out there, do let us know your thoughts in the comments.
Yeah, man, he just reaching, kid. But
yeah, do let us know your thoughts in the comments so we know what you guys think.
A whole nother man in a situation. Now we're gonna judge each other, but you're judging a whole nother man in a whole other situation. You out of bounds right now. You out of pocket. You out of line. You out your fucking mind. Royce the 5'9". All that shit rhymed just now. And that's more action than them little punk ass balls I just naturally said than all his verses put together. The boy got no action in his verses. No action. Who would Royce the 5'9" be good on the verses with?
I don't know. I mean, the only person I really remember him having like in the hip hop was funny enough was with Eminem. I remember he was dissing him at one point. But...
Come on, man. Where you at, kid?
Yeah, maybe Royce versus M. I don't know. Maybe Benzino. Yeah, maybe Benzino.
Yo, Fonzie.
Yeah, I'm here, bro.
Where you at, man?
Yeah, you seem like you having maybe a bit of technical. You would put M against Benzino or Royce against Benzino is what you said. But yeah, guys, let us know your thoughts in the comments. Cots are going to be back with us. Speaking of Madonna, we actually got a story that we're going to cover, an old hip-hop story on the relationship with Madonna and Tupac. So look out for that one too. Peace. So do you think Royce the 5'9" was reaching with these comments? Do you agree with Katza? Let us know your thoughts. If you're joining us on YouTube, don't forget, like, subscribe, hit that notification bell to be updated on new drops and content.